One of the most ambitious elements of Fed Square is actually hidden from view. It may surprise you to know that Fed Square isn't built on solid ground, but rather hanging over Melbourne's busy rail network. Amazingly, Fed Square was built directly on top of this network, and it took an incredible feat of engineering, so precise and delicate, to pull it off. This is the story of the deck. To explain the deck, we first need to look at the train line itself. Before Fed Square existed, the site used to be the Prince's Bridge train station. The station was built in 1859 and was oddly isolated from Flinders Street Station, despite being just across the road. Eventually, it was extended under St Kilda Road, and in June of 1980, the two stations were merged to become platforms 14, 15 and 16. The station also served as the start and end point for the City Circle train, which ran from 1981 to 1993, before being replaced by the iconic City Circle tram service that we ride today. In 1997, the Princes Gate Towers, more commonly known as the old gas and fuel buildings, were demolished to make way for Fed Square's construction, and with it went the Prince's Bridge station buildings. Now left with an open network, the demolition meant a massive deck needed to be constructed over the train line. This is the largest expanse of railway decking ever built in Australia. Not only was this an incredibly ambitious feat of engineering, it was also incredibly problematic. Construction of the deck had to take place with minimal disruption to train services, which meant that most of the work had to be carried out between midnight and 6 in the morning, when normal train operations had finished. So not only was work completed within this small window, it was also completely done in the dark. To make things more complicated, construction had to be worked around the vibrations from the hundreds of trains passing below the site every day. In a normal development, this wouldn't be a problem, since the impact would be absorbed by the walls of the buildings. But for a structure like Fed Square, whose cultural partners include ACME, NGV Australia, and the Koori Heritage Trust, major vibrations had the potential to disrupt hundreds of millions of dollars worth of art. The vibration issue was solved by sitting the square on top of more than 4,000 steel springs, which worked to absorb the impact and vibrations of the trains. It is also supported by over 3,000 tonnes of steel beams and 1.4 kilometres of heavy concrete crash walls that run between the tracks below to protect against potential damage. Given the astronomical task at hand, it's almost unbelievable that the deck was all finished in 12 months' time. So next time you walk the cobblestones, attend an event, retreat to a quiet gallery space, or enjoy a meal, the fact that you don't hear the trains or feel the vibrations underneath you is an absolute testament to the site's outstanding engineering and design. Oh, and remember the long-forgotten Prince's Bridge station? On the northeastern part of the precinct, a former platform building of the station still stands and is used today as a signalling facility. It is a nod to the precinct's unique heritage and offers a historical remnant to unsuspecting commuters who pass through the city each day.